Hi, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, and we have Rodney in here with us today. And Rodney's here for the very first time, and he came in as a result of watching our YouTube videos, and especially on the one that we did last week on me adjusting the ears and helping this lady with her hearing problem. Now, I noticed a lot of you in your comments were questioning how that occurred, because the nerves out of the Atlas and C2 here supply the hearing mechanism, and they also, when I adjusted the ears themselves, the malleus, incus, and stapes bones in the ears, they move and can realign, and they oscillate whenever sound waves come in there, so that can also help hearing. So that's why I adjusted the ears and the cervical spine, the occiput, atlas, and C2 vertebra, which is called the axis. So I've already done Rodney's orthopedic neurological test, and I've already evaluated his posture. So I'm going to adjust him for the very first time today. So Rodney, I'm going to have you lay on this table on your back. Now Rodney's main complaint, actually, let's scoot you down this way a little bit, Rodney, is he's having severe pain in his left hip. And he has numbness and tingling all the way down into his legs and feet and into his toes. Slide down just a little bit more. There you go. There, okay. You're not going anywhere, are you? Feel like you're in there tight? Okay. Now, as you can see, Rodney's a pretty big boy. He used to play defensive end. Did you take a lot of trauma and hits when you were playing ball? Yep.
I gave more.
Gave a lot of them, he says. He gave more than he got. That's good. Defensive ends always like that. All right. So, as you've probably been reading in the NFL, there's been a lot of concern over concussions and trauma to the cervical spine as a result of playing football. And that may, in fact, be some of the reason that Rodney has got some neck problems and hearing issues. Take a deep breath through your nose. Let it all the way out and just relax. Oh yeah, good job. Do you feel that all the way down, Rodney? Okay. There we go. Yes, sir. See, I'm just glad guys as big as Rodney don't get up and take a swing at me after I do that on the first time. There you go. Good. Now, drop this in my hand. There we go. Good. So I've adjusted his entire spine on the y-axis, and now I just adjusted his occiput, C1 and C2. Also, somebody left a comment on one of the YouTube videos, why don't I manually, let's sit up here now. Let me help you sit up. There we go. There, okay. Now we're going to have you on your stomach on this table, Rodney. Why I don't manually adjust the occiput, C1 and C2 on the decompression while I do. Every time I do that, I'm contacting the occiput with the towel. Now he's having left hip pain, and his left leg is short by 1/2 an inch in the prone position. When I bring his legs up, they actually get even. Does that tighten up in your low back there, Rodney? Does that tighten up in your lower back, Rodney, when I do that? When I brought your legs up, did that tighten up down here? Okay. Yes. So that's a positive Knockless and Deerfield test. So his main issues are here in this left SI joint and left hip, that's why I'm going to adjust that first. There. There we go. You can see where I get my workout here every day, the Advanced Chiropractic Relief. Guys like Rodney. There we go. That's it. Okay, I'll be glad when we get our new table in too. There we go. Oh yeah, do you feel that, Rodney? Oh yeah, that's a rib. I'm just doing some oblique lateral stretching on his lumbar spine, pelvis, but this actually goes all the way up into his thoracic spine, and you get some rib movement sometimes up here. Okay, good. Alright, so we have adjusted his SI joints, his sacrum, and his lumbar spine, and his legs are exactly even now. Rodney, tell me if this feels easier than the first one. Did that feel any easier that time?
Feel what?
Did that feel any easier that time?
A little bit.
Okay. So now I'm going to adjust his L5 vertebra. Right there. Posterior to anterior in the Z-axis. L4 straight down, posterior to anterior in the Z-axis. There's L3. L2. And L1. We're going to go back down and hit L5 again. Right there. L4. There, good. Rodney, I want to do that again. I want you to tell me if it feels any easier this time.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, good. So his problem on that was coming from the L5S1 level. So now I'm going to get, Rodney's a big boy, as you can see. I'm going to get the turbonator out on him. I hope he doesn't get mad about that either. Alright. This is a very deep tissue myofascial release instrument. So we're both still alive. There we go. Legs are even. Rodney, tell me if this feels any easier. Better? All right, good. Okay, so I'm going to work up into your lower thoracics here. So just keep breathing and exhaling. There we go. That's it. Well, that moved good. Nope. Okay. Oh, you're out. Okay. Boy. There it is. Good. Okay. This should feel even easier this time, Rodney. Yep. Good. Okay, so let's turn you on your back now, please. Now I'm going to actually adjust his knee and hip on this one. So Rodney, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to adjust your knee joint, and you're going to feel this up here in your hip joint as well as probably in your lower back. Okay. So I want you just to let your leg hang in my hands here and relax it and breathe. Oh yeah. Do you feel that all three areas? Your knee and your hip and your back? Good. That hurt a little bit? That's one of those hurt so good adjustments. There you go. Same thing. Do you feel that in your knee and your hip and your back as well? Good. Okay, let's sit you up and face towards Joseph and Renee. There we go. See, I get my workout just lifting his arm. Okay. So there's his right shoulder, the glenohumeral joint. Left shoulder, glenohumeral joint. Because his shoulders, when I was doing his orthopedic neurological tests, were popping and grinding and cracking all over the place. His right wrist, digits. Okay. Now, Rodney, I'm going to adjust your ears next.
Okay.
Some people's move and make audibles. There we go. Got one there. Oh. Let me get better. There we go. Here we go. Good. All right, let's come over here in front of the mirror now, and I'm going to shoot you. How's your hip feel getting up right there?
It shows a lot different.
Okay, good.
Trying something. Not.
Okay, so I'm going to have you do that same thing where you flex your head forward and backwards. And then back to neutral. Yep. Take a look in the mirror this time.
Say it again.
Take a look in the mirror at normal this time. See how your chin's more up and your head's back further?
Yeah.
And you're more centered now too. You're a little bit right still, but much better down here too, more equal.
Okay.
So here's your homework right here. You're going to lift up, pull back, flare these way back here. You see me doing this exercise a lot because people... Now he's right translation, so I'm going to push him left. And also he had more space on the left, so shift your pelvis way this way, as far as you can. Hold that right there for me for a second. Now I'm adjusting his atlas with this instrument, which also will affect his hearing apparatus. You can relax. Okay, now this time, Rodney, when you go forward and backwards, tell me if it feels any smoother to you.
Okay.
That's smoother, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good man. Yep. See how that evened that out more?
Yeah.
And your shoulders are level now, your chin's up, head back. Your new best friend, besides me, is going to be this. Here, translate left and shift your pelvis straight left. That's a mirror image of your current biomechanics. So what we want to do is exactly the opposite. I notice you stand on that right leg more. Try to get weight off your left hip.
Okay.
But try to stand on both feet evenly.
Okay.
And when you walk, you want to walk heel toe, and let your arms swing freely.
Okay.
Like a fast walk would.
Okay.
And that should help start to heal this hip up. Rodney, would you mind sharing with our YouTube subscribers how that felt for your very first time?
Man, this man is a godsend. Man, he's from Jesus, y'all.
Yeah, praise the Lord on that.
Put me back together.
That's who brings all of our patients in here is God.
You guys got to come visit him.
Yeah.
He's the real deal.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you sharing your story with us. And we'll keep an eye on his progress and let you know about how he's hearing and how his hips feeling down the road. So this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, and Rodney, and Joseph, and Renee coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas. We'll see you next time.